Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and welcome to the Revolution, the beginning of the Reggie regime, the start of Nintendo being in nearly every household across the world. Though Wii was the system, its codename Revolution was really on point for multiple reasons. Who else remembers the We Would Like to Play marketing? Because this is every Wii spirit battle explained. The Mii Mayu Amakora spirit is represented by Peach and Daisy. Mii and Mayu are twins, so using the two princesses as one is an echo of the other is a great choice. You battle it out on Luigi's Mansion, a nod to the horror game genre Fatal Frame the twins come from. The Yuri Kukata assist trophy will spawn another character from Fatal Frame. The two will avoid conflict as they are not really fighters during this time battle. On the Hunt, Gloomy Manor plays, a nod to the horror game genre. Side note, this game is really messed up. The Yuri Kukata spirit is represented by Zelda while in Luigi's Mansion, a haunted mansion, much like the horror-themed areas in the Fatal Frame games where Yuri is from. Zelda was most likely used, as in the Wii version of Fatal Frame, made in a black water, Yuri can obtain a Zelda costume. The Yuri Assist Trophy will also spawn for obvious reasons. You battle it out to the appropriately spooky theme of Luigi's Mansion. The Nick spirit is represented by Captain Falcon, which isn't a great choice for Nick, but perfect for his alter ego persona, Captain Rainbow, the hero of the Japanese-only game, Captain Rainbow. You battle it out on the Fountain of Dreams, and the Superstar items will commonly spawn, nodding to the star items that Nick collects throughout the game. The Takamura Assist Trophy will spawn, a nod to the fact that Takamura appears in Captain Rainbow. The Minor Circuit music plays from Punch-Out!, a nod to an overweight Little Mac appearing in this game as well. I'm assuming from years of inactivity. I think we're in that stage again with Punch-Out!. The Raymond Brace spirit is represented by Fox. Raymond is from the Wii game Disaster: Day of Crisis, only released in Japan, Europe, and Australia. In the game, Raymond is a former Marine who teams up with the government to stop a terrorist organization with a nuclear bomb and must deal with pretty much every natural disaster as well. Sounds like a late 80s action movie with Arnold in it. Which begs the question, why didn't this come to America? Fox was most likely used as neither actually work for their government but will help them out when needed. You battle it out on Foreside to represent the cityscape you must traverse in the game as it is getting bombarded with natural disasters. Speaking of, heavy winds and periodic earthquakes will also happen. Raymond has to deal with this throughout the game as well. Encounter, a track from Metal Gear Solid plays and no real connection but fits really well with the theme of the spirit battle and the disasters that Snake has to deal with quite commonly in his games. The Orville spirit is represented by Robin. Orville is the protagonist of the Japanese-only game Tact of Magic, a game where you use the Wiimote to draw magical spells. Being a mage, and since Orville is one as well, Robin was a great choice. Along with Robin, you will face Pit and Zelda, who represents Orville's companions Charlotte and Samuel. Charlotte is a blonde-haired spellcaster, and Samuel is a bow and arrow-wielding elf. These are really on point. You battle it out on PictoChat 2, a nod to the drawing that happens on PictoChat and the Wiimote waggling you do to cast spells. Struggle Against Chaos, a track from Ever Oasis, an energetic music track that fits well. The Frey and Freya spirit is represented by Link and Robin, respectively, as Frey is a swordsman and Freya is a spellcaster. The siblings hail from the Japanese-only game Zengeki no Reigen Leave. I probably massacred that. The game is based around Norse mythology and you fight giants, and in fact you yourself will be giant to represent the giants that they battle in game. You fight it out on Reset Bomb Forest to look like the areas in the game. The two's main weapon attack and magic attacks are buffed over time, a nod to how Frey being a swordsman and Freya being a mage. Save the World Heroes, a track from Find Me 2, fits well with the theming and the tone of the music. The Ando Kensaku spirit is represented by Rob. Ando comes from the Japanese exclusive game Kensaku, where Ando is a robotic guide, hence Rob, to mini-games, mini-connecting to Google and guess how many hits a particular word would get in a Google search. I'm sorry, what? Why was this never brought to the US? This sounds like a makeup game from the sitcom 30 Rock, but for some reason I really want it. You battle it out on PictoChat, probably to represent a chat room found online, and the floor is electrified because internets, or possibly because of some of the minigames like Bomb Survival. There will also be a Mr. Game & Watch that will focus on a side special judge, which shows off different numbers representing the minigames and guessing the results of the words. PictoChat plays, a nod to the stage used. And I'm honestly still not getting over the fact that Google and Nintendo joined forces during the Wii era and almost took over the world. And then most of the world didn't even realize it happened. The Zip Spirit is represented by fellow rotund yellow fighter Pac-Man. Zip comes from the Wii game Fling Smash, powered by Wii Motion Plus. In the game, you swing your Wii remote, and then the action causes Zip to go flying across the auto-scrolling stage, hitting blocks and items to collect points. The auto-scrolling level Golden Plains is used to represent that feature. The gravity will be low after a point of time, not to Zip kinda just hovering midair waiting for you to hit it. That sounds far more violent than I wanted it to. The Chain Chomp Assist Trophy will spawn, represented Hydrocoil, an enemy that will attack Zip if he is not moving for a long time. Mole Patrol, a track from Donkey Kong Country Returns plays, which fits fairly well since those levels in Donkey Kong Country Returns are auto-scrolling. The Zell Spirit is represented by Simon while on Temple. Along with Simon, there will be a Lucina, who represents Zell's fellow protagonist, Kalista, and love interest in the RPG Wii game The Last Story. Simon was chosen as Zell's whip weapon is much like his vampire hunter. Temple represents the courtyard of Castle Lazarus, as Kalista is royalty. You'll get hit with sudden damage when they're at high damage and onto Zell's move Gathering, where Zell will take damage from opponents and then leash it right back at them. Battle Scene, final boss from Golden Sun Plays, and they're both RPGs, so it fits well. The Kalista Spirit is represented by Lucina as the Royal Swordswoman and Simon as her love interest Zell. You fight it on Reset Bomb Forest, the Castle Assault part, to represent her castle. This is a no-frills battle as final boss from Golden Sun Track Plays. The Erin Spirit is represented by Simon while in the Great Plateau Tower. Erin comes from the Wii game Pandora's Tower, which makes the Great Plateau Tower a good choice. Erin uses a sword and whip, and Simon will start with Killing Edge, so along with his Vampire Killer Whip makes the great choice for the protagonist. Simon will increase its power after eating. There will be an item tidal wave, in particular steak food items, to represent his goal in helping his partner consume the master flesh. Ew. Although, this is so she doesn't turn into a monster herself. The Valedictory Elegy Plays. The Alina Spirit is represented by Palutena while in Great Plateau Tower. Alina is also from Pandora's Tower, so still a great choice. In Pandora's Tower, Alina is cursed and is becoming a monster and must eat the hearts of 13 different monsters to stay human. Ew. Palutena will start the battle with damage, but will have up defense, a nod to her beast form. Much like before, an item tidal wave will occur with stake items to act as the master flesh that she must consume. Midna's Lament Plays, a track from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, a soft, sad song that fits well with her impending fate. The Noise Spirit is represented by Mega Man. Noise comes from, again, a Japanese-only game, Kiki Trick, a game with a variety of mini-games, all auditory-based. Mega Man was used because his helmet around his ears could be thought to look like earphones? I don't know. It could also be a nod to Mega Man Star Force, where especially in Star Force 3, there's a new form called the Noise form. A stretch, but hey, it could work. I've seen things far more stretchy in these battles. You battle it out on Hand and Bow, another auditory-based game, and Mega Man will start the battle with a Melonetta and a Pokeball, the Melody Pokemon, to continue with the motif. Performance Plays, a track from the game Jam in the Band, and you guessed it, another musical game. The Travis Touchdown Spirit is represented by one of two Mii Sword Fighters, one with the Captain Falcon helmet and black Smash Brothers t-shirt, or a Mii Sword Fighter with the Travis wig and shirt, if you've purchased the DLC, of course. Travis hails from the game No More Heroes. Along with the Mii, you will have a Sheik and Peach. The Peach will have a home run back to start off with, representing Charlotte Burke, a blonde who uses a baseball bat as her weapon of choice, and Sheik will start off with a Killing Edge to represent Shimovu Jacobs, a female ninja. You found it out on Big Blue, meant to represent the main setting of No More Heroes 3, which has a highway and is close to water. Live and Learn Plays, a high-energy rock music similar to what you can hear in this series. The Fu Just Baptist 4 Spirit is represented by Mewtwo, as Fu is an alien from outer space. Mewtwo will also start the battle with a Pokeball with Deoxys in it, an alien Pokemon. You fight it out on Final Destination, a nod to the boss battle with Fu in No More Heroes 3 at the top of Damon Tower. The Black Hole item will spawn, a nod to Fu's attack, Dark Energy Bomb. The Giraham Assist Trophy will spawn because all I could really find was that Fu and Giraham are similar in slender humanoid forms with white hair, cruel personalities and can shoot projectiles. I've seen worse, and I've seen a lot better. The song Yield Dead Cells plays. And that's every Wii Spirit Battle explained. And we here in the US missed out on a lot of games. A lot of unique, weird games. Including Nintendo and Google trying to take over the world. Maybe it's for the best, but I still feel like we missed out bad. Anyways, thank you for joining me here at the Nintendo Network. Which was your favorite Spirit Battle? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and join our Discord. This is the Nintendo Network signing off.